Welcome back to Blackwood Tales. Tonight's story begins with a phone call from a house that burned down 30 years ago. And once the dispatcher answers, the house learns her voice. The first call came in at 2:13 in the morning, during the kind of rain that made every window in Blackwood County sound like fingers tapping on glass. Mara Ellison was alone in the dispatch room, listening to the vending machine hum and the monitors buzz. Then line 3 lit up. The caller ID said 191 Ashbell Road. Mara stared at it. Ashbell Road had been closed for 30 years. The last house on it burned in 1994. A family died inside, and the county stopped repairing the road. The forest took back everything. The phone kept ringing. Mara put on her headset. Blackwood Emergency Services, what's your emergency? Static breathed through the line. Then a little girl whispered, "She's in the kitchen, but she doesn't know it yet." Mara sat forward. "Who is this?" "She turned the stove on," the girl whispered. "She forgot the towel. It's going to catch." "What address are you calling from?" 9 Pine Hollow. That was a real address, 15 miles away. Mara almost dismissed it as a prank. Old rural phone lines glitched during storms, but the girl sounded terrified. Mara dispatched Engine 4 and called the Pine Hollow number. A sleepy woman answered. Before Mara could explain, the woman screamed. In the background, something crackled. "Oh my God," she shouted. "The curtains!" Engine 4 arrived 6 minutes later. The fire was small. Everyone got out. But when Mara checked the call log, line 3 no longer showed 191 Ashbell Road. It showed unknown. By 3:02, the rain had gotten worse. Mara replayed the call twice. The recording caught the static, the girl's whisper, and Mara's own careful voice. She searched the county database for 191 Ashbell Road. House destroyed by fire. October 19th, 1994. 4 fatalities. 1 minor child presumed deceased. No active landline. The child's name was Elise Wren, age 7. Line 3 rang again. The number was back. 191 Ashbell Road. Mara put on the headset. Blackwood Emergency Services. A woman whispered through the static. Don't send the police to Miller's Bridge. A new call appeared on Mara's screen. Disabled vehicle, Miller's Bridge. The caller was a frantic man, saying his wife had slipped over the rail. Same bridge, same blue truck, same hazard lights. Mara sent 3 officers and warned them to stay back. 12 minutes later, they found the man with a hunting knife hidden in his sleeve. There was no wife. At 3:37, the power went out. For 3 seconds, the dispatch room vanished. Then the generator kicked on. Every monitor came back except one. The old county map screen had turned white. Black letters typed themselves across it. You answered. Mara stood so fast her chair hit the wall. New words appeared. So now it knows your voice. She grabbed her cell phone. No service. She keyed the radio. Unit 7, this is dispatch. Can you copy? Only static answered. Line 3 rang again. Mara let it ring twice, then 3 times. Then she answered, because that was the job, and because if someone was really there, silence would be worse. Blackwood Emergency Services. This time, no child spoke. She heard old wood creaking, rain dripping through broken boards, and wind moving through rooms with no roof. Then many voices whispered together, "We need help." Who is we? Mara asked. The people who knocked. Mara opened every Ashbell file she could find. An unlabeled folder appeared in the archive. Inside were missing person reports. A firefighter who returned alone to recover a wedding ring. A deputy who went back at dawn because he heard a child crying under the floorboards. A reporter who wanted pictures of the burned nursery. All three vanished within a month of the fire. None were connected in the official report. The voices whispered, "They opened the door." The map screen changed. "Do not ask it to come in." Mara removed her headset. The voices kept whispering from the earpiece on the desk. "Mara Ellison," they said. "Apartment over the laundromat. Sleeps with the hallway light on." A normal emergency call lit up on line 1. A teenage boy was screaming that his little brother was choking on a toy. Mara dispatched medical and talked him through back blows, counting with him until the boy shouted that the toy was out and his brother was breathing. For a moment, the room felt normal again. Then line 3 whispered from the desk. "That one was real." Mara slowly turned. The headset still lay beside the keyboard. "Some of them won't be." The next hour became a test. Line 1 reported a car in a ditch. Line 3 whispered, "Send them." Line 2 reported an old man with chest pain. Line 3 whispered, "Too late." Line 4 reported a woman hiding while someone broke into her home. Line 3 whispered, "Not her house." Mara stopped trusting the callers. Then she stopped trusting the house. She followed procedure, verified addresses, asked questions, sent help when she had to. But every decision felt like a hand closing around someone's throat. The break-in call led officers to an empty house with the front door open and a phone off the hook. The homeowner was asleep 3 towns away. On the kitchen table, officers found one sentence written in ash. "She is learning." At 5:06, the storm began to calm. The Ashbell report sat open on Mara's screen. 4 bodies had been found after the fire. 2 adults, 1 teenage boy, 1 unidentified child. But Elise Wren had worn a silver medical bracelet because of a severe allergy. No bracelet was ever recovered. Line 3 clicked open without ringing. A little girl whispered, "I wasn't in the house when it burned." "Elise," Mara whispered. "I hid in the rain barrel," the girl said. "I watched it burn. I watched them go inside." "Who went inside?" "The people with flashlights. They heard my mother calling." Mara looked at the missing person reports. The firefighter, the deputy, the reporter. "I tried to tell them," Elise said. "It wasn't her anymore." "What was it?" The girl's crying stopped. In a deeper voice, she said, "A house gets hungry when people die inside it." The lights buzzed overhead. When they built it, they used wood from the old church on Blackwater Hill. Bad things happened there. They nailed bad wood into bedrooms and called it home. The map screen flickered. Ashbell Road appeared, ending at a black square that pulsed like a heartbeat. Elise whispered, "It can't leave unless someone invites it onto a line." "A phone line?" Mara asked. "Any line," Elise said. "Phone, radio, power, blood." The lights dimmed. "Elise, how do I stop it?" The girl was quiet for so long that Mara thought the call had died. Then she whispered, "Don't answer the next call." "All emergency calls?" "No, you'll know." The black square on the map stretched into the shape of a door. From outside the dispatch room came 3 knocks. Knock, knock, knock. The girl whispered, "That is not the next call." That is it asking politely. The knocks came again, this time from the wall behind Mara. She grabbed the radio. "Any unit near dispatch, respond immediately." A voice answered. "Mara, open up, we're outside." It sounded like Deputy Henderson, but Henderson was still 7 miles away. More voices joined the radio. The teenage boy from the choking call. "Please let us in." The woman from Pine Hollow. "My house is burning." The old man with chest pain. "Mara, it's too late." Every voice from every call that night overlapped until the speaker rattled. Then line 3 rang. The voices stopped. 1 ring. The knocks stopped. 2 rings. Mara understood. This was the next call. She reached toward the console, then froze. Every instinct told her to answer. Someone might be dying. Someone might need her. That was how the house fed. It did not break down the door. It made the door sound like a responsibility. The phones rang again, lower this time. The map screen typed, "Answer me or they burn." Mara pulled open the emergency manual. A red switch near the server closet could cut all phone lines for 60 seconds. 60 seconds could cost lives. She smashed the glass and flipped the switch. The room went silent. For 1 perfect second, nothing moved. Then the building screamed. A human scream came through the vents, the outlets, the dead phones, and the ceiling tiles. Mara dropped to her knees. The monitors flashed with impossible images. A burned staircase, a nursery full of rainwater, a faceless woman standing in a kitchen, a little girl inside a barrel, hands over her mouth. Then every screen went black. The red switch clicked back up by itself. The phones stayed dead. The radio crackled. A real voice came through. "Dispatch, this is Unit 7. We lost contact for a minute. Are you okay?" Mara crawled to the console. "I'm here," she said. "Send units to the dispatch center and to the old Ashbell property." "Ashbell?" the deputy said. "That road's washed out." "Then walk." "What are we looking for?" Mara stared at line 3. Anything that answers. Dawn came pale and gray. Deputies found Mara under the desk with the radio in her lap. She gave them what they could use. The calls, the logs, the old reports, the missing names. A search team reached the end of Ashbell Road at 7:41. They found the foundation half buried under moss and pine needles. The chimney still stood. The cellar steps were full of black water. One deputy reported hearing a phone ringing underground. There was no phone. They pumped the cellar. Under 3 feet of water and ash mud, they found bones. Not 4 people, 7. The original family, the missing firefighter, the missing deputy, the missing reporter, and one more set, small enough to belong to a child. Around its wrist was a tarnished silver medical bracelet. The name was still readable. Elise Wren. Mara quit dispatch 2 weeks later. The county called it stress, trauma, a nervous breakdown brought on by a storm and a difficult night. The official report said the remains were discovered because Mara found inconsistencies in archived records. It did not mention the calls from 191 Ashbell Road. It did not mention the map screen. It did not mention that every recording from line 3 was blank, except for Mara's side of the conversation. But Mara kept one copy. At night, in her apartment over the laundromat, she played the silent audio and watched the waveform stay flat. Every time, right at 2:13, her speakers popped. Then came 3 soft knocks. Mara never answered them. Not unknown numbers, not blocked calls, not even when her phone began showing calls from her dead mother. Especially not then. Years passed. Blackwood County built a new dispatch center on the other side of town. Ashbell Road stayed closed. The county put up a gate, then a second gate, then a warning sign that disappeared every few months, no matter how often they replaced it. People still heard things out there. A child crying in the trees, a woman calling from under the ground, a phone ringing beneath the moss. But the strangest part came later, when a new dispatcher named Dana Cole trained on the night shift. On her first overnight, she found an old note taped under the console. The handwriting was shaky. It said, "If line 3 rings from 191 Ashbell Road, do not answer." Dana laughed nervously and showed it to her supervisor. He frowned. "There is no line 3 anymore," he said. "They removed it years ago." At 2:13 in the morning, every phone in the room began to ring. And from somewhere deep in the static, a little girl whispered, "Blackwood Emergency Services. What's your emergency?" Thanks for listening to Blackwood Tales. If this story kept you watching, subscribe for more dark stories from the edge of town. And remember, if a call comes from 191 Ashbell Road, do not answer.